There is more to this than meets the eyes, because right here you will not believe it is breaking actually, because Iyamu says that he will not challenge Obaseki's victory in Tribunal, but he said he did not finish that statement. He said that that the cases on ground out with PDP will still go on. What is that case? What is going on here? You said you are not contesting the election, but you are still bent on, trying to ensure that the elected government of the day is kicked out of office for one reason or the other. Anyway, guys, details of all of this I'll bring to you shortly, because it is a very interesting one from Iyamu in Edo State. But if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do, and also give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Don't forget, this is Saffron Media, where we give you trending, exciting, reliable and authentic happenings in Nigeria and more, especially in the area of politics. So my people, let us dive right into the details and see exactly what plans Iyamu has, aside him saying that he's contesting or trying to take the matter to court after the elections. After the concluded election that, saw to the victory of Godwin Obaseki. All right, it says the governorship candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC, in the September 19 governorship election in Edo State, Pastor Osage Iyamu, said on Monday he would not challenge the victory of Governor Godwin Obaseki and candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in the exercise, but would pursue pre-election cases against his opponent pending in court. You've heard it. He said, contrary to the orchestrated media reports, the election was neither free nor fair, adding that the exercise was marred by several episodes of violence, voter intimidation, and falsification of results, while 2 persons were killed. In a statement by Prince John Mayaki, Director of Communication and Media, Pastor Osage Iyamu Campaign Organization, he said, "We have, however, decided not to commence an election petition. This is to avoid further tension in the state. We are also mindful that the leadership of our great party and the All Progressive Congress and many well-placed individuals have made pronouncements endorsing the process, which we have chosen to respect. Nonetheless, we must emphasize that elections are far more than actual voting. Just as democracy includes more than just election, it is in this light that we draw attention to the fact that the PDP and its flag bearer have continued to pursue several pre-election suits in various courts against us, all totaling 13. One of such cases came up in High Court, Benin, on 2nd of October 2020, days after the election. On our part, we had filed 2 pre-election cases against the PDP and its flag bearer challenging their eligibility to contest the election. These are all lawful and integral parts of the electoral process in any democracy, which we must all respect and acknowledge as genuine democrats. The outcome of these pending cases have direct effect on the election. Consequently, we have decided to continue with our pre-election cases in full exercise of our legal rights, just as our opponents have considered it their prerogative to also continue with their pre-election cases against us." The statement titled, "My dear people of Edo State, I send you warm felicitation. As always, reading part, you will all recall that the election process to determine who occupies the office of Governor of Edo State for the next 4 years began officially in June this year, with the unveiling of the election timetable by the Independent Electoral Commission, INEC. To the glory of God Almighty, the election held on 19th of September 2020. With the outcome later announced by INEC, we thank God Almighty for the relatively peaceful nature of the voting process in most parts of the state. Contrary to orchestrated media reports, the election was neither free nor fair. There were several episodes of violence, voter intimidation, and falsification of results. In particular, there were unlawful cancellations of results, particularly from Uronibe South and North in Orionwo, while results were falsified from many polling units in Ofunama, in Obia Southwest, and in parts of Obia Northeast, Owa West, Oredo, Ego, Ikpobaoka, Eson Northeast, Eson West, Eson Southeast, and Ohuwande local government areas. Sadly, 2 persons were killed during the election while gun-wielding thugs took over collation centers in many locations without the intervention of law enforcement agents. There were also several cases of malfunctioning card readers, which disenfranchised duly registered voters, in addition to many cases of unregistered voters voting with pre-purchased voters' card not collected by their actual owners. These malpractices could easily form the basis to challenge the election results. We have, however, decided not to commence an election petition. This is to avoid further tension in the state. We are also mindful that the leadership of our great party, the All Progressive Congress (APC), and many well-placed individuals have made pronouncements endorsing the process, which we have chosen to respect. Nonetheless, we must emphasize that elections are far more than actual voting, just as democracy includes more than just election. It is in this light that we draw attention to the fact that the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and its flag bearer have continued to pursue several cases. And, Iyamu said, let me conclude by noting that our cause to uplift our state using the democratic system is a noble mission from which we shall never waver. As law-abiding citizens, we must all continue to believe in the electoral process as an important part of the democratic system, as it remains the best method of choosing who leads the people, devoid of violence and avoidable acrimony. And he also said, we especially thank our innumerable supporters for their steadfast support and tremendous show of love, and likewise urge them to remain calm while keeping faith alive for a better Edo State, which we shall all be proud of. So, guys, we commend the good people of Edo State for their peaceful conduct despite the hostile and provocative actions of state officials which have remained unabated. We urge everyone to remain law-abiding and responsible citizens of the country. So, my dear people, that is it from here. It is very interesting. We hope that all of these things will not be taken too far, because right now he said he's not trying to contest the result of Godwin Obaseki, but he is ensuring that every case on ground will be fought, that they are ready to fight every other case that the PDP has brought forward and the ones that they have also brought to the PDP. Well, we just keep our fingers crossed and see the outcome of all the court cases they have and what will come out of it. Yes, that is the most important thing. But at the end of the day, we hope that there will be no violence again in the state. So my people, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for staying tuned. You guys are wonderful. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, drop your comments and tell us what you think about this. And whatever it is, we are here to listen and hear from you. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.